early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
X, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
X, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. I want to say thank you, guys. I appreciate you being patient, man. The computer went out for Hester, but we live from the Hawthorne Estate, man. I want to say thank you. It's a Friday night, and Checks and Balances is out. Feel free to go check that out. Thank you guys in advance. But I just got to finish watching a podcast with, what's the brother's name? What's My Common Sense? And PocketWatching with JT. Forgive me for forgetting his name, but I thoroughly enjoyed him. I've been subscribed to him since Jay Morrison, but I haven't been keeping up with him. But it was good to see him. What's the Common Sense? Just go to PocketWatching with JT and you'll see him. But anyways, they were talking, and I see him 500 flying all over the globe as it pertains to the internet, and I'm like, damn. You know how you sit back and you just want to applaud people, like, yeah, man, he's teaching people how to get wealthy. And I even subscribed to him, but I wouldn't pay. I subscribed to him. I never opened up his email besides the first one or two. And I'm saying, I'm not paying $3,000 for information that I can research on YouTube, you know. And but I didn't subscribe. That doesn't mean I didn't agree with him. I'm just not paying $3,000, but I wanted to keep up with him because I thought he was doing great things in terms of the financial literacy sphere. And then I cut on JT today, and I'm like, hold up, this is kind of different, man. And first, I want to say I appreciate, as it relates to my film, Checks and Balances. I appreciate people who hold other people checks and balances, man, because not only is this film great, but I thought Pocket Watching with JT did an exceptional job at at uh at just cutting off all the fat, man. People want to make emotional responses, but the truth is the truth, man. If someone is telling you to max out your credit card, that's foolish, because there are fees associated with maxing out your credit card. I don't know what your interest rate is. Everyone's interest rate is personal. Some people may have a 2.99. Some people may have free. Some people may have 22%, as they said, 19%, 17%, you know. And because in America there's no debtor's jail, so people just max out credit cards knowing that they're not going to jail, knowing that they're not going to face any charges, but it will impact you and your social security. Now it will follow you. You know what I mean? You can't keep money in the bank. People gonna come after you, and so on and so forth. But and if you own property, it's gonna be that lien is gonna be against your house. So when you go to sell it, you got to pay the lien off. It goes, you know, so many different other ways. They're gonna find a way to get their money. You know what I mean? But the point I want to make is if they're telling you to max out your credit cards, right? Think about this from a common sense perspective. You have to pay the percentage of whatever your balance is. So if it's $10,000, you have to pay 10% of that $10,000. You know, so it doesn't make sense. You will forever be in debt. You know, they do have programs where you can transfer credit cards for no interest for 12 months, for 24 months. But those are short-term solutions, man. The real truth of the matter is you got to learn your tax laws. You got to get you an expert. You got to get you an accountant, someone I would suggest that's in your county, because if they live in the same county as you, they understand the local laws and the state tax and tax breaks that you may have if you live close to the airport. You know, you get the soundproof stuff, you get the soundproof tax write off for your windows. Uh, um, in the drought area, you get tax write off for redoing your front yard and your water systems and stuff like that. So they may know all of that stuff. So that's why it's just exception important that you get an expert in your county, you know. And I'm not an expert I'm just a common sense kind of guy, and I have a financial expert that I go to and that I converse with every year, and he's seen my growth, our ascension, the Hawthorne's ascension. But the point I want to make is shit is stupid, man. It's just dumb, unsound advice telling someone to max out their credit cards. And two, you don't want to lie on credit card applications because it's going to catch up with you. You can't afford, if you're making $30,000, you can't afford a $50,000 credit card. You're over leveraging yourself. You know, I mean, there are outliers experiences where you become successful, but your plan got to be Trump tight. You literally got to hit the ground running, drawing profits, because guess what? The interest rates is going to eat into your profits. Do you understand what I'm saying? So very few credit cards will give you 0% interest. You know, I don't carry over balances on my credit cards. You know, I just don't. You know, and I think it's just incredibly important that we become sound financially and just make sound advice. There is no overnight get rich scheme. You could hit a lick in Vegas and hit a number on the lottery, and you may pick a team, right? You may get a couple $1,000s that night. You may pick a horse, but 99% of the time, it takes a plan. It takes growth. It takes consistency. It takes personal accountability. And that's why you can't hate successful people, man. You gotta excavate the information from them. America has taught you to hate rich people and pretend you're not poor. And that's the truth. Democrats hate rich people, tax the rich. Well, your mama worked for a rich man or a woman. Tax the rich. The rich make up 73% of the federal taxes, y'all. The top 10% of America pay 72% of the taxes, and the 90% make up 28%. So 72 versus 28%. Who is America going to protect? So you're wasting your time, y'all. It's about money, right? If it's about money, you understand the realities of what's going on. So stop it, guys. Let's just build wealth. Let's share information and build wealth together. That's the goal. And I thought JT and Mr. Common Sense, damn, I looked at it for 2 hours. What's your common sense? Anyways, man, just go to Pocket Watching with JT and you get the information. I thought him 500 was wrong. It is fraud. In all likelihood, you're not going to get charged with fraud, but you know what's going to happen? The interest rate is going to eat you up when you over leverage your credit cards. That's basically what's going to happen, and you're going to be stuck. You understand what I'm saying? And there's no debtor's jail. So that means until you pay that off, they will be excavating money from your checking accounts. You can't have nothing in your name. They're going to contact your employer. Oh, it's just a whole bunch of frag-a-naggle. You know what I mean? And it's not a fun life to live. And then if you're smart enough, you got to negotiate a payment plan, because people buy other people's debt, then they come and they call you and stuff like that. The reason why I know is because in my very, very young age, I had credit card debt. That's why I don't carry over credit card debt. Every month I pay it off. Like nothing. You know what I mean? So I wish people well in their growth, but I thought him 500, he lied. That's not a good sound advice. And we need people checking other people because his platform is so big that thousands of Black people is going to assume that he's a genius and he's correct. But if you over leverage yourself, it's going to come back and eat you up. So take your time, come up with a business plan. YouTube is a great source, y'all. Go consult. Instead of maxing out your credit card, go spend 2 hours consulting with Pocket Watching with JT or the other young man, because in all actuality, Mr. Common Sense said something that was so critical. He said he's losing money when he does YouTube videos. And I said, that's funny because I lose money every time I do YouTube videos, but it's all, it's for ego, it's for information. You want to share, you want to build community. There's other assets that and other currencies that you create when you on this YouTube sphere. So it's not just money, but from a financial standpoint, I haven't been positive since this year. Ever since COVID stopped, and I chose not to do. I chose not to talk boxing this year. So it's been successful. Successful meaning like breaking even. You know what I mean? Not profitable. So I've been at zero. But anyways, man, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I appreciate Pocket Watching with JT. I thought that was an exceptional video. And like I said, I don't even know him's 500 real name. I don't know what he stands for. I saw all the advertisings on Instagram for his successful event he did Memorial Day. I want to give him a round of applause for that. Hopefully everyone learned something from that. And I applaud him for that. But telling people to commit fraud and max out their credit cards, knowing that there's an interest rate that realistically we can't cover. I don't care if you're Black, white, Mexican, the 90% cannot cover and live a prosperous life with that interest rate if you max out your credit cards. When after that 30 days, that 60 or that 90 days hit, you're responsible for that interest rate. And that minimum payment, you're going to be paying for the rest of your life. It's going to be hanging over your head like a dark cloud because I've been there. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. I appreciate Mr. Common Sense. That's not his name, but what's Common Sense? Oh, man. But anyway, Pocket Watching JT has been on my platform. He spent the evening with us. I think he's exceptional. I love watching his sound. No fat business advice. And that's how I got over. You know, it takes time. You know, it's no over, guys. It's not overnight. It's not. All right, it's not. The plan may be clear overnight, but the assets that come with the plan takes time, man. You know what I mean? Some days you're gonna be able to run up the stairs. Some days you're gonna be crawling up the stairs. It just everybody's different, man. You know, and that's what's beautiful about life. You can make it 4 million different ways, but you got to come up with that plan. So barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Keep those videos coming, man. I because accountability is important. Same way people hold me accountable. You know, keep making, whether the accountability videos, the hate videos, the love videos, keep them coming because it's important. You know what I mean? And I don't mind. You know, so barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, guys.